Life Audio.
Today I'll talk about that. John plays basketball against some teenagers and finds out that George Lucas was making Star Wars up as he went along. Meanwhile, I evict my uninvited bird guests and complain about fast food prices like an old man shouting at the clouds. Plus a conversation about why negativity is so easy and why hope takes courage. Today's episode is not sponsored by oranges, now 100% pulp.
Jonnie, the long, dark night of the soul is over. Let's talk about that.
Maybe it's over for you, John, but I'm still in the middle of my travails.
Maybe overselling the episode a little bit. But
travails is a word I wish had survived.
I think you just brought it back.
I think I'm bringing back travails.
Yeah.
And tribulations is always associated with like the end times, the tribulation.
Right, but it
used to just mean like tribulation. You're going through trials and tribulations.
Right.
You usually saw those together. You never saw tribulations without trials. Now it's, if you see tribulation by itself, it means,
right.
Whatever.
It far surpasses eschatology alone.
Yeah. But travails, we got to get back into travails.
Yeah. And you need to prevail over your travails.
Some of y'all out here.
I thought of words of the day because I grew up. Sadie is like, dude. I don't know how many Bibles she has, and the way her brain works is she will hyper focus. Right? She's been hyper focused for months now.
Yeah,
and she's like annotating. She's gone through all four Gospels, the Book of Acts, Romans. She's in Ecclesiastes. Like she's going in and she's using commentaries and writing notes, and she color codes everything. She's very artistic. And I'll talk to her about Bible translations and stuff. And I grew up reading the New King James.
Okay.
My dad didn't want me to. He wants to read the Living Bible, but I was pretentious.
You were like, "That's a paraphrase, Dad."
Yeah, come on, Dad.
I think I'll.
I think I know, Dad.
I'll take it and make a paraphrase, and I'll preach that.
Right. I got it from here, guys.
Yeah, I think I know what he meant.
And I think that my ministry speaks for itself in terms of the results. Anyway, you're like, yeah, it does. But New King James, I realized, gave me a whole lot of words in my vocabulary.
Yeah, that
kids my age, I don't know if I used them all the time, but like I realized, like, when I would read other things, I'll go to this cache of words that are in my head that you only get. Like, propitiation.
From the Bible.
Yeah, it's the Bible or nothing.
Sure.
So, and that's the title of our next podcast, The Bible or Nothing.
The Bible or Nothing. The travails of two men. Sometimes you need to, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail in your travails, and you won't prevail.
That's right.
Come on now.
Am I right? I don't know. Seriously, am I right?
Seriously, I don't know if I'm right. You were at camp last week. That's why we didn't have an episode.
Yeah.
It was your fault this time. It wasn't my big travels.
It was my fault.
I was here. I was home.
Yeah.
I had one show that weekend.
Why didn't you come to camp?
I don't know. I just didn't.
It was like across the state of Gatlinburg.
Because I'm 52, and 52-year-olds don't go to camp.
Dude, we were in a cabin that slept 52.
Okay.
Yeah. And you tell me that wasn't perfectly made for you to come. Bring your wife.
It feels like a warehousing situation.
No, it was awesome. Everyone had their own bed, like their own queen size.
Well, I hope
bed.
so at 52.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
I think we took, counting adults, probably took 22, 23.
Okay.
So there's room.
Play racquetball in there.
So there's always room for you. Yeah, it was great. I actually had a good time. I didn't really have any responsibilities except, so they wanted a camp nurse handy. So Laura was there if something went wrong.
Well, how is that your responsibility?
Exactly.
You're just taking credit for that?
I'm just driving her. Sadie rode up with the kids. So me and Laura went up and had our own kind of area down below. Andrew and Julie came. They did all the food and everything. So we helped with that. And I kind of did dishes and trash. That was kind of my thing.
You just spent the week hitting on the camp nurse. Creep.
Yeah.
What a creep.
And writing. She worked and I worked too, but so we had our computers out.
I'm sure you got a lot done. Nobody's ever going to accuse you of being lazy.
I was very productive.
Everything's about achievement with John, if you didn't know by now.
So Andrew came in one day. This was on your birthday.
This is our senior pastor, Andrew Ward.
Yeah. Came in one day. I was in there working. He's like, dude, put your computer down. We're going to go play basketball.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're like, it's been a while. I'm ready to get hurt again.
It's been a minute.
I'm ready to hurt myself again.
It has been about 5 years since I broke an ankle. So, it has been since before I would say the last time I played basketball didn't mean you go out to the gym place out in Lebanon one day and play a little bit.
Yeah.
We went out for racquetball.
I think we played racquetball.
But I think I went there and shot some. I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, we did shoot some ball there. We're over there. But that's a long time ago.
So we're like going to these outside courts in this really nice park. And he's got a ball he bought. We go in and we're just kind of playing around. I was like, dude, I've not touched the ball probably 8 years. You know, like, okay.
And yeah, it all came flooding back, didn't it?
That was what's crazy. All of a sudden, I hit 2, 3, 4 threes in a row. Like
all the yips are gone.
I could shoot again. I was like, this is great. Then these two boys walk over.
Mm-hmm. How old?
14 and 17.
Oh, man.
Both about 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, boy.
Andrew's about what?
5'2".
I mean, he's
in shoes.
Yeah. I'm 5'9". So it's not like, And they're coming over and they're like trying to hustle us. Like, you should play us. Like, we're not really good. We're like, guys.
We're sandbagging.
Yeah. I was like, guys, watch, we'll shoot. It was like, oh, really? You know, I mean.
So they didn't say, hey, we'll team up with each other. Well, whatever. It was like us against you.
Yeah, they wanted to play us.
Oh.
I was like, dude. And finally they asked enough, and, you know, just like, well, this is going to be a good story one way or another.
Yeah.
You know, so I said yes. And
I heard you told me this story, and you guys.
Because we called you.
You prevailed.
Well.
Somehow.
We played.
It was a long game.
What people don't understand about this is Andrew is 52. No, 62, sorry.
62.
But
that's a big difference.
Andrew is like top in the state in pickleball.
He is in the best cardiovascular shape of his life, probably.
He's in the best cardiovascular shape of my life right now. I mean, he's quick. And so I was like, well, so immediately we just kind of, well, guys, we're not very good. And we're not, you know, but okay. But I also know Andrew's short. He's also a post player. He doesn't play outside.
Yeah.
He posts up on big guys and it drives him crazy because they can't do anything about it because he just pushes you, you know, down below.
He's a bully.
We immediately, Andrew stole like 3 passes, 2 balls, and we were like, we went up big immediately. They were like, I heard him go, these old guys are fast.
So that had to feel good.
Yeah, I did for a second. And then, I think I played them for about an hour, and then it all went away.
Yeah, you said you guys went a long time without making a basket.
Yeah. Well, we got them up to like, and some of their family gathered on the sidelines. It was like a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we had like a crowd.
Some inspirational music playing.
It was like this thing, and the family was on our side.
A slow clap. Were they really?
Yeah, they were like, it was dads. They were.
So they're rooting for the old guys.
Like, come on, man.
It's like at some point, Tom Brady became not a villain to me. He became like I don't know, like
he's out there not tearing his Achilles right now.
He became aspirational. You go, he's running away from guys who are trained to kill him,
right,
and are half his age, and are 300 pounds, and he is 42.
Yeah,
go Tom Brady. At some point, Tom Brady. I rooted for Tom Brady.
We all couldn't stand.
He's not had a scoop of ice cream in 30 years. You got to root for that guy.
How do you know that?
Because it's in his biography.
Oh wow.
He eats avocado ice cream.
Oh come on.
That's his treat. He eats like savory ice creams.
Oh.
His trainer's like, he still does. Like if you see him on TV now, he still looks chiseled. He looks better than ever. And you go, this is a man who's never enjoyed anything.
Well, I was with it till the ice cream.
Yeah, and it gross.
And I was like, now
he eats like savory ice creams.
If I'm going to live, I want to live.
I want to live. You know? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. So the family's rooting for you.
Long story short, we got to 14, playing to 15. We were up, and they
by the way, it's too late
back.
for it to be a short story.
And literally, I couldn't move. I mean, I could move, but I couldn't shoot. I couldn't get my arms up. And also, that ball I was hitting all those threes with, Andrew bought a girl's ball.
Okay.
So it was 28.5. So when we were down there, we were playing with, so I was like, oh, well, no wonder I could hit shots. You know, that felt great.
They're playing with a different ball.
Now we're playing with, this whole game's with a guy's ball. So it's all layups
ball.
for us. Like, I can't shoot anymore.
Okay.
I cannot. Because you can't just go 8 years.
It's like if you ever play with one of those youth footballs and then you get a real, football that you can't even get your hand all the way around. Yeah. You're like, oh, you need big, huge hands to throw this ball properly.
Yeah. And they were kind of worried that we're going to beat them now. They were feeling it.
Yeah.
And so they were.
They're stressed.
All of our stuff, because it's pick and roll the whole time. They called us like white Bill Russells, is what they said. They're like these boys.
That's so funny that they even knew who Bill Russell
was. Yeah. And so Andrew and I was like, dude, I'm dying. Like, I had a towel. I couldn't see anything because I had to go wipe my eyes because of the sweat. I was like, dude, I'm dying. I cannot get this last point. It's 25 minutes to get the last point.
Yikes.
And so literally, I was just like, we got to do something. So Andrew took the ball down the left-handed behind the back pass to me. They collapse on me. No one expected the other old guy. Right-handed behind the back pass back to Andrew, who's open under the goal. He shoots it, rolls around in the rim for about 10 minutes. falls and the crowd goes wild. And Andrew and I retired as champions after that.
Yeah.
So that's my
and
one
they said
game.
rematch, and you
Call 911.
I can't feel my legs.
It was bad.
Oof.
So, yeah, it was fun.
You beat the kids.
But that was a camp experience. I mean, that's like the old days, man.
And now they have a story too. I wonder if they're telling.
I don't think they're
what
telling the
version
story.
they're going to tell.
I don't think they're telling.
They'll be like, yeah,
I think their dads are telling it.
yeah, that's true. They had to take heat.
They were loving it.
They had to take heat at the dinner table from the family.
Oh, it was great.
Man.
Crazy thing was the guys have been recording some of it, and they did not get that last play. If they had it, we'd be putting it on the podcast right now. It'd be on my profile somewhere. I don't even post anymore.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, just put it in super slow-mo.
Yeah.
Put some inspirational. Put Chariots of Fire on it.
Oh, my gosh. It would have been great. I did tell it Sunday. It was one of those funny things. I'm preaching on justice, but I had to tell the story. So I just somehow
made it about justice.
Awkwardly wove. I was like, because Sunday is about, you can't say that it's the proverb about those who act like we didn't know.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of like the Nazi Germany folks who act like they didn't know after the fact,
Right.
And how God knows if you knew or not, and those kinds of things. I was like, the one thing the boys can't say is that they didn't know, because we told
That's
them.
how you drew it into.
I was like, and people looked at me like crickets. I was like, yeah, guys, I just wanted to tell that story.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell that story. Anyway, these kids were Nazis.
Let's get into that.
Turn in your Bibles.
Go ahead now. Let's go to Proverbs.
John, that was you know what's inspirational to me, though?
What's that?
Advertisers.
Oh, yeah.
Not really, but we do appreciate them, and they help us keep the show going.
Yeah.
And we appreciate them for that. Let's take a minute, John, and hear a few words from our fine sponsors.
Well, we missed you, and also happy birthday. I know we called you that day.
We did. I appreciate that. That was very nice. Yeah, I'm old, really old.
Oh, you're not.
I have a couple of things, little bits of news before we do the segments of the show. I have Jonnie and Friends tonight, but it's too late for people to get tickets to that, and I think it's sold out anyway. But I'm doing that, my local show. But I'm doing the Opry again next Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
They invited me last minute, so that's really cool. Pretty cool. And
what's the date of that for the listeners?
July 8th.
Okay.
And the tickets are available on my website, JohnnyW.com. The other thing that's news is we are planning tentatively to add a second show to my Bijou show because the first one sold out so fast.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like 750 seats.
Bijou Theater in Knoxville.
The Bijou Theater in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is my hometown. So we sold it out so fast, and we're 60 days out from the date, August 29th. But we're thinking of adding a matinee and just taping.
Yeah.
Like trying to tape a new special, get some new
huge
content. So that by the time this goes live, that ticket link should be up on my website. Go look for it. If it's not there, that means I have pulled the plug on it. But I think it's happening. That's why I say tentatively. But with the second show is definitely happening. The 7:00 show. It's just that it's sold out. But I know some more people wanted tickets to that because there was a lot of demand for those tickets. I was so surprised when it sold out. I'm never like, well, of course it's sold out.
Right.
I'm amazing. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm very excited, and we're going to try to fill up another one. So there'll be a hard full court press. Speaking of basketball terms, there'll be a full court press to try to sell those 700 tickets to the matinee show if it happens. So look for those tickets. Tell a friend. Come to Knoxville and see me record my new special.
JohnnyW, JONNIEW.com.
August 29th.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yeah.
John, let's do your segment.
Yeah, it's my segment. We call it They Talked About That. William Lonsdale Watkinson. Wow. Born in 1838. English Wesleyan Methodist minister, editor, and prolific author.
Yeah.
I think I'd call him Lonnie.
Yeah. I think he likes Lonnie.
Yeah.
Better.
Sounds like a guy from England who would like that. He says, but denunciatory rhetoric is so much easier and cheaper than good works and proves a popular temptation. Yet it is far better to light the candle than to curse the darkness.
That's good stuff.
Denunciatory rhetoric. And man, you think about a guy writing, 100 years ago, and
he didn't even know how bad it was really going to get with social media.
And so the series we're doing is called Justice in the Proverbs, and I told the church, just something I struggle with is the tension between thinking and saying the right thing and then also doing the right thing and not knowing what all to do. That, Lonnie couldn't have understood what it was like to have a device in your hand that let you know what was going on in every remote part of the world. And that's good in terms of meeting the need. And it's also like really overwhelming. You don't know where to start. And I think.
And you have to choose a side on everything. Yeah. And like you said, you're getting the negative, denouncing take that's so easy. Right. The dunking. We just dunk on each other now in social media. It's not even about, and if you stay silent on an issue, that's wrong too. If you go, well, I don't know enough about it. Well, you should know.
Right.
And you should have known to speak up against this
all
thing.
That it takes, all it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to stay silent.
And that's fine, but I doubt they meant a tweet.
Right.
When they wrote that
I had to come to that conclusion, when I wrote the book with Reggie on racism, it was such an interesting, it's almost like a science experiment of how people either view you or think of you after that. And some people would ask me like, "Oh, are you the racism guy now?" Like that I was going to make my whole ministry about that. And I was like, I don't even know. No, I'm not. And I'm glad we have civil rights activists and others. But it's also one of those things of like, okay, when could I ever say enough or do enough? And I need to stay consistent, right? I need to be consistent on this. Also that things are going to change and language is going to change. And, we really try to get to the place of, hey, be willing to change the way you think is what the gospel really calls you to do. And repentance itself in the original language is a lot about turning your mind a different way. Mm-hmm. And I think it's when we are not curious or we consider certainty to be almost as important like a fruit of the Spirit. I mean, I read the fruits of the Spirit of the church today. I was like, guys, certainty is not in here.
Right.
It's not.
Well, that's what social media is, and it's what kind of politics is. Ready, fire, aim.
Right.
It's like not even, don't steady yourself. Don't even make sure you have the right information.
Yeah.
Just find an enemy and shoot at him, and then we'll figure out the rest later. We'll figure out a narrative to craft around it.
That same idea, Laura and I talk about how the kids date these days, and it's a similar concept. They rarely go on dates, especially in their mid-teens. When we were kids, if you wanted to get to know somebody, then you wouldn't know her. You would just know of her, met her at school or whatever.
Yeah,
and you'd go, hey, do you want to go to a movie Friday night?
Yeah.
We'll go to dinner and a movie. And the idea was we're going to get to know each other in that experience. We're going to sit and talk at dinner and we're going to go do whatever. And if you're just like, that didn't go well or that went well, determine whether you...
Yeah, second date or not.
Now they don't really start going out till they're already quote unquote boyfriend, girlfriend almost.
Or at least you've done recon. There's a million things you can do to find out and know that person.
Well, they're terrified to just go do the experience.
Yeah.
They're not... The curiosity of it all, which is supposed to be the fun part.
Yeah.
In fact, you have to keep it secret because if anyone at school finds out because of the phones, that you were thinking about it, it ruins. I can't tell you how many kids I've seen say to you, be like, yeah, someone likes someone. And then next day she's like, well, that ended because everyone found out about it and now one of them's embarrassed. And it's and I think that was always the case with us as well. But now just imagine that if when we went home, it was all over the digital airwaves as well between our friends.
They were talking about that, about the birth rate plummeting, and they attributed a lot of it to that.
Yeah.
Of people aren't having casual sexual encounters, which that's probably good. But it's not even that. It's like you said, they're afraid to be put in any cringy moment.
Yeah.
Where they might fall in love and then
get
married and get their heart.
Everyone's going to know.
Yeah. And then, so it's of course, everything's going to, social interaction is plummeting. So yes, the birth rate will also plummet. When social interaction plummets, everything is going to be a cascading effect from that.
Yeah. It's far better to light the candle, meaning do something.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say light the bonfire, light a candle, do something.
There's a proverb like that too that said something like, any old mule can kick a barn down. It takes, takes someone special to build a barn. Any old mule can kick a barn down, and it's the same kind of thing. It's it's so easy. And I mean, and I have a lot of friends who are we get together and we gossip and whatever. It's the whole, what's the great quote about, average minds discuss, events, simple minds discuss people. Brilliant minds or deep minds discuss ideas. So if you're going to really have a conversation, let's talk about ideas. But most people stay about people.
Yeah.
And that's why we stay on this level, because it's so much more fun to talk about people. And like, can you believe they did that?
Just talking trash about people, man. Proverbs.
It's addictive.
Proverbs calls it dainty morsels. Right.
Well, look, there's your podcast right there.
Dainty morsels with John and Jonnie.
.com.
Because it does. It tastes good, right? To have something negative to say.
Yeah.
It feels like you have, it's control, and it's also deflection away from you.
Right. You can say, like, I can make this person a little bite-sized thing, and I can lord over that. Well, at least I'm not that.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's fascinating, but yeah, it's way easier. And we see that with mudslinging and politics and all that, because it's just ways to denounce and create a boogeyman that we all can agree is a boogeyman versus like, what are we building?
Right.
You'll be judged by what you build in the end, I hope. I hope we're not going to have a whole generation that's like, look at all the stuff he tore down. What a great dude. Like, I hope we're literally never going to settle for that.
Yeah.
As far as a legacy. That's not a legacy.
No.
Legacies are about building.
And building requires staying put. It requires consistency. It requires not checking out of relationships or out of commitments just when they're hard. It requires...
I feel like you're talking to me.
Nuance. Jonnie, I think you know. No, I think the thing I told the church on in terms of matters of justice or fairness or poverty and things that we affect. It's like, one, like, you got to find your compassion again. We read a lot about Jesus, who had compassion on the people. They looked like sheep without a shepherd, and they were harassed, and they were, he saw them. Mm-hmm. Or the blind man who was crying out for help, and everyone told him to be quiet and shut up, and Jesus heard him. I was like, it's noticing. With these phones in our hands, it's noticing. That's the hardest
just
part.
Looking up. Yeah, somebody said that the other day. They were like, the greatest gift you can give someone nowadays is attention.
Yeah,
your attention.
see them.
Your attention. Because we have so many distractions for our time, and it's so splintered. All of our attention span is so splintered. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
John, let's do my segments. Let's start with old jokes. We call it Joke About That. John, my wife yelled from upstairs and asked, do you ever get a shooting pain across your body like someone's got a voodoo doll of you and they're stabbing it? I said, no. She said, how about now?
I knew that was.
You knew it was coming? Yeah, because it's happened to you. You've had that conversation.
This hits home.
John, as he watched his mother trying on a new fur coat, little Johnny remarked, Mom, do you realize this coat is the result of the terrible suffering of a poor, unfortunate animal? The mother looked sternly at little Johnny and said, how can you speak that way about your own father?
That's good.
These jokes have a similar tone, I think. Finally, John, you'll like this one. 2 psychologists walk out of a bar. After walking a while, they see a man lying on the sidewalk. He's unconscious, badly beaten, bleeding onto the street. It's clear he's been attacked. One of the psychologists looks at the other, alarmed, and says, Dear God, we need to find the man that did this. He clearly needs our help.
Oh, man.
Psychologists taking a hit on that one.
Shot to psychologists.
We appreciate our psychologist listeners out there.
Yeah.
We're sure you're doing a lot of good. Yeah. And John will be at his 3 p.m. appointment today.
Yes, please.
John, let's do This Week in History to close the show. We call it Talk About Then. John, did you know this week, 1874, the first U.S. zoo opened?
Oh, wow.
The Philadelphia Zoological Society opened. Admission was just 25 cents, and it housed 1,000 animals. There was a picture of it, and it literally was a house. It was a house.
Wow.
It housed 1,000 animals, including buffalo, deer, wolves, foxes, bears, monkeys, 67 bird species, and 15 reptiles. And I don't know how they kept all this from. Maybe they used the yard.
Only 15 reptiles in a house of 1,000 animals.
I'm telling you what.
What are the other animals?
It had to be a ranch but the picture had a picture of like a house. So it must have had like there's property behind the house where they kept, because you can't put buffalo in a house with a reptile. I don't know what you do.
A buffalo and a reptile.
67 birds walking around. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, my birds are back, and you're going to be in trouble. Hey now, my birds are back. No, we've talked before on the show, but I have a little ledge under my, as you walk into my front door, and there's a ledge there, and birds the word is out. The bird is the word, and the word is out, and they know that this is the place to build a nest every season. And then if we don't get to it soon enough, they lay eggs. And now I'm not going to kill the babies.
You got baby birds.
But I'm not moving this nest. And so we have to wait it out. And I'm telling you, they come in and they fly. And then the poop, John, the poop.
Yeah.
Amazon packages are just getting, people are scared to come to my front door. So I send them to the garage. Anyway, Curry took down the nest today. She said it was empty. I climbed a ladder. It was empty. I took it down. I think we're good.
Okay.
I go, she goes, no eggs. Everything's good. I go, okay.
Or she just wants you to think that.
Oh, because she's a little
the squeamish one.
Well, no. My wife at this point is volunteering every day at the Humane Society. She's going to the dog shelter and like walking dogs in the heat. That's a cover for her bird
all to be
napping.
Able to get the birds.
To get the birds out of there. She's feeding these birds to these dogs as a snack. We're on to you, Curry.
It's diabolical.
It is. It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
John, this week, 1962, the future retail giant Walmart opens its first store. Walmart Discount City in Rogers, Arkansas. It was started by Sam Walton, of course, who had previous success with his Bentonville, Arkansas, Five and Dime store. And that Five and Dime store, I believe, is still in Bentonville. Like it's a museum, basically.
Wow.
The first kind of Walmart-like thing. Bentonville, I don't know if you've been to Bentonville, but I think we talked about it when I did a comedy club in Lowell, which is the nearby town.
So they've redone the whole city, basically, or the downtown area.
Well, the story that I heard was that the family, after Sam Walton died, they inherited so much money that it was either pay this billions of dollars in capital gains,
right,
or you could reinvest it, and they reinvested it in the town.
Yeah.
And so Bentonville is now this like go-to place. People vacation there because it has like the most biking trails of any major American city.
Wow.
It's got an art museum that is free to attend. It's called the Crystal Rivers Art Museum, I think, American Art Museum. It has $1 billion of art in it.
Wow.
All American art. And it's an incredible place. So Bentonville's like this cool, and of course there's a million places where you can get
an airport going into
there. There is an airport. Yeah, there's an airport like just south of there. But it's not like it's an international, but it's it's not a direct from here. But anyway, it's like one of those things where there's a million places where you can get a $20 hamburger too, because it's just what happens in cities like that. So it's there's no chains. It's very, Bob's Biscuit House.
It's East Nashville, but
but it's a very cool place to go now. But all that said, like the Waltons have made a lot of money, and Walmart. Do you go to Walmart? Are you a Walmart person, or are you one of those people that swears off Walmart?
No, we do Walmart, but we do mostly Walmart orders we let them deliver. Like spend $8 and get it all sent. And
true.
You save $8 by not buying other things there that you saw.
You do, but also like they go, hey, we didn't have avocados, so here's a cantaloupe.
Right, here's a banana.
Here's a tennis ball.
Sometimes,
you go, this is not the same.
And I'm like, I can't believe I have people delivering these things and they can't even do it right.
My butler died.
I had to get out of my bed and walk to the porch.
I get it.
I got birds pooping on me.
Anyway, Walmart not a sponsor. We don't think. Maybe they were. Could be. They're rolling back prices. John, this week, 1776.
Okay, I know what this is.
The Continental. This has got some facts that you may not know, though. That's why I included it.
Okay.
The Continental Congress voted to adopt a resolution of independence. The vote was unanimous, except for.
Hold on.
Do you know
which state?
Mm-hmm. They abstained.
New York.
New York. New York would vote to accept the resolution on July 9th. This was July 2nd, so it took them a week to be convinced, I guess. Thomas Jefferson was selected to compose the original draft, which was to be edited by Congress. It was adopted on July 4th, of course.
Pretty certain that there were like 32,000 troops in New York Harbor at the time waiting to come on. So, I mean, New York had some pressure.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, wow.
But they also had a lot of loyalists. New York fell early. I mean, you've watched Hamilton, but I mean, Washington, defending Brooklyn. You don't think about all these things, these battles were there. And then New York fell early and remained a loyalist stronghold, basically, for the whole war. So,
and they've never recovered.
Yeah, they still love
a bunch of loyalists. I told you I was in Yorktown, Virginia.
Yeah,
and we went down by like the pier or whatever, and it was just like its own little historical. There's a million little places to see that were. Because that's a crazy part of the war and all that, Revolutionary War.
Do you feel like I feel like the 4th of July should not be Independence Day?
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It's the day we declared independence. Mm-hmm. And then we fought a war for like 5 years. It should be the day that we won the war.
What is that called? Armistice? What's Armistice? Armistice Day is World War II. Or World War One.
I can't remember which one.
I agree with you.
I think it was called the Treaty of Paris that ended the war.
Okay.
And I don't know what
you think that should be the day.
I think that should be the
Victory Day.
The day you declare is great.
Well, I think it kind of speaks to the thing of like, that set it in motion.
Yeah, it did. Also, again,
I think we're going to go ahead and do what we've been doing.
Sorry, guys, I'm starting a revolution of my own to change the date. Also, this is just something interesting. I can't think about the Declaration of Independence without thinking about Lincoln. Because if you read John Meacham's book on Lincoln, he talks so much about how so much of what Lincoln did, especially with the Emancipation Proclamation and eventually freeing the slaves, which was a military necessity for certain and all those things, but that Meacham really feels like that he evolved in that time. Obviously, at the beginning, he promised he wasn't going to set the slaves free in the South and all those things, but by the end he did. So you can debate that. Historians have debated it for years. But what Meacham really talks about is how he was seemingly as or more influenced by the words of the Declaration of Independence, which is really not law. Right. It's not the Constitution.
It's like a great mission statement,
right?
Really.
Yeah, it's a statement.
But he took it to heart of like all men are created equal.
Yeah, and like you can't really enforce that because it's not a litigious thing to go do. It's just a declaration. But that how Lincoln really took Jefferson's words to heart and kind of let that be his guiding star.
I think
his evolution.
I think it's a good document. I don't care what you say. John, this week, Dave Thomas was born in 1932, passed in 2002. Nice long life. Do you know who Dave Thomas was?
I do.
The founder of Wendy's Hamburgers. He was an American restaurateur, and he founded Wendy's Hamburger Restaurants in 1969. Named it after his daughter.
I think I just watched The Food That Built America, and I think that he was the first fast food restaurant, to open up a dining area inside. Because originally it was a walk-up.
Right, you walk up. That's all the McDonald's were speedy.
Yeah.
They'd turn around and hand you a thing from a conveyor belt. Here's your burger. Yeah. But you'd go sit on a park bench.
Before that, it was like, drive-through. Well, not drive. Well, maybe it was a drive-through he put in. Because drive-throughs, McDonald's refused to do drive-throughs.
Interesting.
They wouldn't do it for years. You think
now they got 2 lanes. You got merging.
Everyone thinks McDonald's spearheaded that. They did not.
Yeah.
And they thought.
I don't like the 2 lanes in a drive-through. Do you? I always feel like I have a panic attack thinking like, is this guy really going to let me in? It's my turn.
Yeah.
But he can just take it if he wants.
I always wonder if the guy at the window really then knows. Am I paying for my own meal
how is
right
it not
now?
Out of order somehow? Yeah. It's a mess. Ugh. Anyway, the main thing about fast food, if we're really going to be old men right now, is it's $1 million to eat fast food. And it used to be like fast food was the option when you did it. You didn't want to cook, but you don't have the money to eat out. So let's just go to Wendy's. Let's go to McDonald's. Yeah. Let's get a bag of food for $5.
Yeah.
Now, that ain't happening, bro.
No.
A Wendy's combo is $11.
Yeah. Yeah, we ordered Chinese the other night for the 4 of us.
Uh-huh.
From not like an upscale, just it was $70.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's crazy.
We're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Can I say this?
When I can't get Chinese food for less than...
Can I say what's a bigger issue than that to me, though?
Okay.
Tiny straws. Tiny straws that just collapse.
Wait a minute. You're not talking about paper?
No.
You're talking about a small straw that just doesn't give you the...
Like, again, I have a 7 brew right here.
That's good. That's a good size straw. But you know what I really love is the big boba tea.
Yeah.
Like piece of PVC pipe.
I want a straw that, and my wife, it drives her crazy. I'm just always going to do it. I take the straw and I hit it on the table.
Yeah, and it breaks, and then you lose
suction. You're going to break my straw. I'm like,
you lose suction.
That's the straw's fault because straws should be able, and McDonald's still has those.
Can I tell you my theory?
What's that?
This is going to be a conspiracy theory, but I think it's true.
You heard it here first.
I think restaurants that you sit down and you get free refills, they give you smaller straws because they don't want you to be able to. Sometimes they don't even offer you a straw because they know you're not going to drink as much without a big straw. Because you're not able to just gulp it down.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep giving you free refills. A restaurant that you're driving away with a cup, they're like, whatever, give this guy whatever.
He's gone.
You know?
Wow, guys.
Huh? It's about the refills.
Let me tell you something. Jonnie sees through. He sees through.
I see through big soda.
Yeah.
They're not getting my... Sheesh. John, finally, this week, 1985, a little movie called Back to the Future premiered. Starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, and Leah Thompson. Filmed on a budget of just $19 million and earned $388.8 million at the box office, the project was initially rejected by more than 40 various studios.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Well,
Or rejected more than 40 times by various
You got to
studios.
think Michael J. Fox wasn't the original actor, so they weren't pitching him on name recognition.
That's true. Eric Stoltz, they actually shot for like 6 weeks with Eric Stoltz and shot a good portion of the movie with Eric Stoltz. And then we're like, something's not right.
Yeah.
He was playing the character a lot differently.
Yeah.
Less whimsical, more
if you see
straight-laced.
if you see the clips of him in
You
the
see
role,
it, and honestly, it's crazy too because if I was him, I'd be bitter. He went on to have a pretty great career. Like Eric Stoltz is a really well-respected artist and an actor, and he's done a lot of like what you would call like smaller films. But yeah, I mean, Eric Stoltz has had a good career.
I saw a clip the other day, it must be why, of there's a behind the scenes of Michael J. Fox. Behind the scenes.
Those are different people.
Yeah, they're different guys. With a guitar player. And I forgot that Huey Lewis was the principal? No.
He was,
teacher?
yes. Yeah, because they were judging the talent show.
Yeah.
And he'd got on the megaphone, you're just too darn loud.
Yes.
So they're playing a Huey Lewis song.
So Huey Lewis is in costume, and Michael J. Fox is practicing his solo, and he is wailing. Yeah. And Huey Lewis is so impressed. He's like, "Is this okay?" He was like, "You're doing great. It's really great." It was really because you could tell he was trying to impress him because
he was really playing though.
Yeah, no, he played those solos. He played Johnny Be Good.
I don't know. I always thought that he didn't play then, but then he learned to play for a movie he did called Light of Day. I think I read that the other day, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, he was playing.
He was playing then.
Because he had someone working with him. The guy had his own guitar. And he was working with him on it. And he was, killing it. I was like, wow.
There's a guy who does videos of movies where actors are playing the guitar as a character, and they look at where they are on the fretboard and play actually what the solos they would be playing, and it's really funny. There's a channel where there's a movie Ralph Macchio did. I cannot remember what it was. I'm going to butcher it. I can't remember the name. But anyway, Ralph Macchio plays this guy who plays in these roadhouses, and he's just ripping, but the guy's playing what he would actually be playing, and it's overdubbed, and it's just nonsense. Oh, yeah. It's just gibberish on the guitar, basically, and it's just so funny. But as you watch it, your brain fools you. You go, this guy's ripping.
Yeah, but I watch people do it with piano in movies and stuff, and I'm always shocked how no one in the room could have walked over and it's like, guys, okay, it's 88 keys. Mm-hmm. If it's
over here, it's low.
It's got to be low.
Yeah.
If it's up here, it's got to be high. If he's playing in the middle and it's high,
I
mean, surely you can tell that he's not playing.
What about Tom Hanks and Robert Loggia in Big when they're doing the thing on the big rollout keyboard?
That's real.
Did you have some continuity issues there when they do chopsticks?
No, they really did that.
You don't think that was dubbed in?
I don't.
That was dubbed in after the fact. I guarantee. There's no way they were really doing it. We need to find out. We got to find out.
We're finding out.
You want to find out right now?
Right now. We're going to ask Claude.
Did they really play?
Did they really play? What are you going to call that thing?
The big keyboard on the movie Big?
Big keyboard on the movie Big. I will tell you this. Claude is superior in terms of
it bothers
searching.
me how all in on AI you are.
I'm only in.
It's going to take your job eventually.
No, maybe, but I'm getting older anyway. By the time that happens,
so you want to close the door behind you.
It's the next guy's problem.
Yeah, I'm going to close the door right behind you.
Listen, Claude needs me to write it. Still, you still have to.
Oh boy.
I mean, for now, Claude's just a good.
I don't love this.
I don't use Claude to write. I use Claude to research.
Are you being paid to say all this? Be honest with me.
Short answer. The piano was real, and they really performed the scene themselves, but the music you hear was cleaned up in post-production.
That's what I thought.
So they did it.
So if they hit a bad note or two, it got cleaned up.
So their exact footsteps aren't literally producing the notes on the soundtrack.
That's what I had a feeling of.
The instrument was a genuine working one. It's called the walking piano or big piano, created by...
Yeah, you can get one of those. I bought one for my niece one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, you can buy... They're not that expensive. I mean, she probably didn't have a nice version that they had. Hers was like a little mat. It rolled out.
Tom and Robert did the dance themselves rather than handing it off to doubles for the playing. And Hanks has proven this repeatedly, including a 2013 performance on the Jonathan Ross Show where he hopped on a giant keyboard and knocked out Heart and Soul and Chopsticks from memory decades later.
What in the world? Yeah. Well, then never mind. Maybe he did know it.
He did do it. It's just they couldn't get the
clean
sound.
It up. Yeah. Well, and they had to clean it up a little. They hit a bad note. You're like, all right, let's take 5. We're just going to fix it in post.
But the thing's lit up.
Yeah, but I still think. I think they fixed it in post. I don't think it lit up, did it? I think you're thinking of
more.
I think you're thinking of the.
I thought it did.
The Billie Jean video, or Cubert.
The catch is the audio. If you watch closely, the notes in the soundtrack don't line up perfectly with which keys his feet are actually hitting. The music was polished and added in post-production, which is completely standard for a musical set piece like this. So it's not raw footage of two guys' feet producing a clean rendition of Heart and Soul in one live take.
Thank you.
They performed the choreography for real on a real instrument. The pristine tune you hear was finished in the editing room.
I need to watch Big again. It's one of those movies where, and Back to the Future, the reason it made the list is because it's a movie that I still feel like all three of those really still hold up.
They hold. Yeah.
And I feel like even Sadie would enjoy them.
I tried with her.
You didn't think she didn't like Back to the Future? Okay, you're going to try again.
I'm going to try again.
Try Big.
I have a list of movies I wanted to watch before she graduates.
Big could get a little creepy, though, because Elizabeth Perkins falls in love with this basically 14-year-old boy. It's kind of, it's not
weird
perfect.
at the end when he turns back into a boy.
And then she's just like in her car, like, oh. And it's like, she instead of being like, oh, and running home and showering.
Right.
And just being like, get this, this is gross. Am I a gross person now?
It's a little
she doesn't think
like
that.
Luke and Leia kissing and no one ever talks about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, you know why that happened. It's because in the beginning, he didn't write Darth Vader as his father. And then Luke wasn't originally going to be Leia's twin. That was all like, they were writing it on the fly. So they wrote them as love interests because they were going to be love interests.
Well, when did we learn about it?
Empire Strikes Back.
So second movie.
Yeah.
The first movie, he didn't know they were
He did
twins?
not know. He was not. The plan originally was not to make Darth Vader Luke's father.
Or
I don't think.
Leia his sister.
No.
Okay, so that's the whole thing.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah, so wow, that's a lot that happened in the second movie.
Yeah. Because if you look at the original poster, the poster is like them embracing like love interests.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, well, here's a brother and sister.
Yeah.
Side hugging. No, it's a.
So then he had to reconcile in his mind. Like,
and listen,
okay,
if I'm wrong, some Star Wars people are going to get on to me. But I swear to you, I think I've seen and read this. Are you going to look this up too?
Where Luke?
John, we're running out of time here.
Leia. How do you spell Leia?
Leia? Eio? Were they originally love interests?
Originally intended to be brother and sister.
That's a great. That's good wording for Claude.
Man, Claude is our producer now.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Oh no, Claude.
It takes. Hey,
just type it into chat. Let's let him race. It's like.
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet you're right because that makes sense now.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that they were like, oh, because some of it they had to fix continuity errors.
Yeah,
because like Jabba the Hutt wasn't originally a blob; he was a dude in a fur coat.
Really?
Yeah. If you watch the original, which they edited him out and they put Jabba in.
You're correct. Not when the first films were made. The sibling relationship was a later decision, and the evidence for that is baked right into the movies. If Lucas had planned it from the start, the romantic tension between them, the love triangle set up with Han, and especially Leia's good luck or for luck kiss in Empire Strikes Back, would be bizarre to leave in. Lucas himself never really pretended otherwise on this point, but there's a genuinely interesting wrinkle that makes the answer more than a flat no. The concept of Luke having a secret sister did exist early. That's what Yoda's cryptic "No, there's another" line in Empire is pointing to. The catch is that this sister was originally conceived as a completely different character, not Leia. So first draft script for Empire, Luke had a long-lost sister named Nelith, and Luke was to learn about her from the Force ghost of his father, who in the draft was not Darth Vader at all.
Right.
They described the plan. The sister was someone on the far side of the galaxy who wasn't going to appear until a later episode.
So you got to just listen. I think if the lesson of the show today is sometimes your first draft, you just got to keep rolling.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to make a classic. We don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
And even if it involves someone kissing their sister.
And even if it turns out that the worst person in the universe is your father.
Yeah.
There's still hope.
Right.
Maybe he'll change his mind at the end.
It turned out.
Because he did.
Even though in later movies, though he was redeemed,
his
grandson went on to commit the same atrocities. And then eventually he was redeemed. But could we just skip the atrocity part?
Yeah,
guys?
If we could say anything to you today, it's please skip the atrocities.
I think that's sort of our mantra in a nutshell.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Yeah. Guys, could we just skip the atrocities?
Well,
I do actually think about stuff like that, like always. Again, when when the Israelites are so unruly in the desert that they have to wander for 40 years, which on a journey that I think would have taken 10 days.
Yeah.
Because they just can't. And I always go, yeah, but God, we could just skip the 400 years in Egypt whenever they lost their whole identity and religion. That would have been, so I don't know. I guess I see through some things too, Johnny. We could have skipped that atrocity, I don't know.
John.
I'm sorry if I got anybody doubting there. It's fine. God's ways are not our ways, and it's fine. It's just things I don't understand.
Some of us are in our own desert. Maybe. And we wish we could skip it, but John, something's there to be learned.
It's a digital desert.
Come out the other side.
Hey, Johnny, how will they learn more about the show?
Talkaboutthatpodcast.com. Over 300 archived episodes there. If you want to support the show, click support or donate. I can't remember what it says. But anyway, that's how you get ad-free content. We love our patrons. Thanks for supporting the show, and we appreciate it. If you want to send a note to us, just type an email out to hello@talkaboutthatpodcast.com.
Yeah. Don't forget about August the 18th.
August 29th.
August the 29th, guys. Forget the 18th.
August
That's
29th.
my show.
There's a ton of shows, though. Ton of shows. I'm probably coming to your city. I guarantee it. Probably coming nearby, at least driving distance of you. If you'll just go to JonnieW.com. Go to a show. Comedy's so much more fun live, and we'll love to see you there.
You ever thought about buying the traditional spelling of JonnieW.com?
I think if you spell my name wrong, it still sends you. Like, there's so many misspelled versions that still go to my Google page. Or I'm in the results.
Oh, I thought maybe
Did you mean? And it corrects you. Yeah.
You ought to just buy it so it redirects.
You're right. All right.
Now a listener's going to go buy it and then hold it ransom.
Sit on it.
Yeah. Like,
way to go. Thanks, John.
Sorry about that, guys.
Good grief.
Hey, guys, it was a lot of fun today. It was great to be back with Johnny, too. It was fun to see you, buddy. And happy late birthday again.
Thanks.
Well, I told you on your birthday.
You did.
But happy birthday today from last week. You don't seem a day over.
I'm so old. It's okay. I already said.
All right. Guys, let's do it again next week here on
Talk About That.